Welcome to today's talk on showing leadership. You're a junior in high school and you want to stand out when you apply to college. One of the very most important things that you can do is show leadership skills, and you can showcase these in your college application. You might think, gosh, I'm not a leader, but stick with us and we'll surprise you because you're probably a leader in more situations than you think. Leadership isn't always about a position or a title or a specific function. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the next few slides. Why is cultivating leadership skills so important? There are lots of reasons. If you're applying to college, leadership skills show that you have vision. They show that you have organizational strengths and you work well with others. And sometimes it can show that you can manage adversity when things get tough. Those are all qualities that a college would like to see in students on their campus. Leadership positions also help you build relationships and gain experience working with others. These are both really helpful when applying to college, developing your resume, and it often turns out that when you're a leader, you open yourself up to more opportunities. So here's Clara. She's a junior at a public high school in the Midwest. She's the junior class president, which of course entails leading and representing and advocating for her class. She has to work with the school administration and exercise skills like tact and diplomacy and talking with adults. It's a pretty big job, and if Clara's an effective leader, colleges will really view her as having traditional leadership skills. All right, well, here's Josh. This is another typical example of what people normally assume leadership in high school would be. Josh is captain of the soccer team at his private high school in the Midwest, and he's captain not just because he's a really strong player, but he knows how to encourage the team. He uses communication skills and emotional intelligence to motivate the players. He leads the stretches. He keeps the team cohesive and keeps the communication lines clear. He also is looked at as a leader because he can motivate the players to give them feedback to help them improve. These are typical leadership skills. But here's the deal, not every student can be class secretary or class president or run the investment club or be the gymnastics team captain. So that's why it's important for you to understand that opportunities to lead are not limited to times when you have a formal authority or a title over a particular group. So let's check out Carlos. Carlos is a different kind of leader. He works as a mentor for first generation kids who need help with their English. Carlos works with them one on one to improve their skills after school a couple days a week, right? So he's a bit of a tutor and a peer mentor, and he guides and motivates these kids, but there's no official role. He is actually really exercising leadership. So let's dig deep and find the leader in you. Here's Imani. She lives near the beach in coastal Maryland, maybe Ocean City, Bethany Beach for my Maryland kids out there. Imani's shy and she doesn't like being in the spotlight. So she's never really wanted to run for class president or like lead a club. But in her thoughtful and quiet way, she started picking up trash on the beach for a couple of hours each weekend. Her neighbors took note. Some of them joined her in beautifying their neighborhood. Check out here where K Coast actually has beach cleanup days now based on her example. Imani really got people to look at the problem of beach clutter and litter, and she showed leadership by influence, not by authority. So she really inspired others to do something that was really important for where they live. All right, this one really gets me. This is a great way for you to show leadership, and it's also a great way for you to show that you have no tolerance for crap, right? You show leadership when you call out a bully, or when you call out someone who's using racial or ethnic slurs, or even when you model good behavior with your siblings. Stopping a bully is a great way to show leadership, and it's something that we need to do on a daily basis. That's a leader. And you can do this at home too. Are you showing your younger siblings what it means to be responsible? Do you do the dishes without being asked? All of those things. That's internal leadership. You can't teach that. So you may be a leader, you just didn't know it yet. So I hope you now understand that leadership can take many, many different forms. So as you go about your daily life, try to think about when you're exhibiting leadership so that you can use that when you're filling out the Common App for college. Particularly, you can use leadership in the activities list, but you can also write about your leadership when you're writing your Common Application essay or in the supplemental essays. Thanks so much for hanging out while we talk about leadership. Take some time to think about how you show leadership and ask some of your friends. Ask your family members. There might be times when you're just a natural born leader and you never even think about it. So, the College Sharks are here for you. We're really happy that you're making your way through the bite sized chunks of information that we drop each month. Make sure you check your portal often because each month we will drop the bite sized chunks that you need to know so that you know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and our videos are going to tell you why. Stick with it and let's take a bite out of college.